What's going on, guys, and welcome back to True to Size with me, Alex Vass, and Morgan, aka More Prime. I have no idea what episode we're on.
We're on episode number 15. You've been watching us for 15 episodes now. I hope you're enjoying the show.
I'm glad you've given us your time.
Thank you.
Today we're going to be covering the Jordan IV Raptors. We've got the Reebok DMX Daytona, which you're pretty excited about. We've also got the brand new colourway of Air Max Deluxe, one of which that's specifically for women.
Super small number.
And we are giving you the chance to win a pair of the Adidas Acid House, Young One and Falcon. So stay tuned to the end of the show and we'll give you all the competition details for that. So first things first, we're going to have a look at the latest Air Max to be brought back. It is of course the Nike Air Max Deluxe. Morgan, talk to me about the Air Max Deluxe. What are your thoughts?
We've already had the OG, the colourway drop. Big shoes, done really well. It's quite nice. This one's got a lovely gold midsole, and then this one's got obviously like a cool little pattern. They've both got cool gradient patterns going on the mesh.
Deluxe in general is quite a wild scheme around the whole thing, isn't it? It's like there's so much going on every single pair that we've seen so far.
I know there's a lot of people out there who are big fans of this shoe. When the original dropped, we had a lot of comments. A lot of people being like, oh, I can't wait, I'm really happy these have returned. And I think it's just nice to see more colourways come out.
When you think Air Max 90, what's the first colour you think of?
Infrared.
When you think Air Max 1, what's the first colour you think of?
OG red.
Or OG blue. What's the first colour you think of when it comes to a 98?
Oh, Gundam.
There you go. Yeah. But what's the first colour you think of when it comes to a Deluxe?
See, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. There's that iconic colourway hasn't necessarily stuck, and I think that's probably why there's not as much nostalgia tied to the shoe as there is with other Air Max releases.
Yeah, it's not in people's minds.
Obviously,
so much.
Obviously, we have seen now like a lot of leaked images of the Skepta version. I think that is probably going to be the most iconic colourway for that shoe.
What's the Skepta got? It says something like, it's got a catchphrase on it.
I think it's Never Sleep on Tour.
And it's got like TV.
Yeah, so like, do you remember back in the day when your TV would cut out and it had a static picture? That's what I'm taking from it anyway. That's the kind of like vibe that I get from it. Obviously a lot of people are really excited about it. As I mentioned, I think it will do wonders for the shoe itself. I think you found that with the first Skepta drop that we had with the Air Max 97 Ultra, I think you found that the 97 Ultra sales generally went up across the board after that release. Obviously, you can't really say the same with the BW 97 because
it was another one.
Exactly, it was the first of its kind. But I think it will probably do the same thing for the Deluxe. I remember, and another instance of this is the Vapor Max. When the Vapor Max first came out, there was that platinum grey colorway. Now, it wasn't until the all black dropped that you saw every other colorway start to sell out.
It needs that one colorway that someone buys, puts it on foot, and then realizes, oh, these are actually really decent. Now I want to go back and pick up the other ones that I missed out on.
Exactly. Because sometimes you can't always picture how it's gonna go. And of course, with this shoe in particular, like we mentioned, the design pattern, it is so mad. Like I wouldn't even know where to start to try and style an outfit with this. But like I said, I do think it is gonna kind of kickstart, you know, that kind of like wave with Deluxe. I might be completely wrong, but I'm looking forward to seeing how well that does, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other colorways. Next up, guys, we're gonna have a look at something brand new from the Jordan brand. Of course, you've seen it all already, but it is none other than the Jordan IV Raptor. Now, Jordan IV Raptors. I've got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, me too. So
who wants to go first? You go first.
These have kicked up a lot of fuss online.
Yeah.
Because was it Drake's shoe or was it not Drake's shoe?
I don't think it's ever been Drake's shoe. I remember before there was a lot of talk of whether it was going to be a bit more associated to him, not necessarily for him, but they were rumoured to be like the
there was going to be a signature.
The Drake signature in the
signatures that went around the tongue,
in the kind of tongue, but obviously there isn't now, which we can see. But I love this colorway, man. I think it's been executed perfectly.
Do you remember the Knicks Jordan 4s? This very sort of like almost like a one-up of that shoe, black upper.
This is so nice, man. This is so nice. Like the colorway, I think the materials have been like executed really well. It's obviously like literally dressed perfectly in the Raptors colorways. For me, now obviously I'm gonna get a little bit nerdy when it comes to basketball here now, but for me, the exact color scheme that's been used, although it's associated with the Raptors, it very much points to me the Vince Carter era of the Toronto Raptors.
A certain time, right?
So yeah.
I always thought the Raptors had one of the nicest colour schemes out of all of the teams.
I think any way that you can pull off purple correctly, I think works. But it's a difficult colour to pull off.
Question, would you wear a shoe if it was a Drake shoe?
Would I wear a shoe if it was a Drake shoe? I would wear any shoe as long as I liked it.
Because that being a Drake shoe or not doesn't make any difference to me.
No. Like I said, I would wear any shoe if I liked it.
Do you feel...
If Greg's made a shoe and I liked it, I would wear it.
I was thinking this on the way in today. I was like, does it really matter? Because both brands kind of have such a strong lineup of musicians and sports stars anyway.
Yeah.
It does. It's like it's kind of like it's almost him best being his own free agent.
The fact that he's been pictured in Nike so much recently probably points to the fact that he is going to stay with the Jordan brand. For me, I think I probably prefer that. I don't know how he would have transitioned over to Addy. I think it's very much a thing now, him and Jordan, and I think the partnership with him and Nike obviously works really well.
And of course, we've had such an increase in popularity with the 4.
Yeah, well, exactly. Let's say like the Jordan 4 is making a huge comeback as well. Like, what are your most iconic colorways of the Jordan 4?
Cement 4.
It's literally near enough the first one that comes to mind every time, isn't it?
Put me on the spot. Cement 4. Obviously, we mentioned the Knicks as well.
Yeah.
You've got.
And like you said, the whole Travis Scott thing at the minute. There was, was it the Oilers blue that we had recently?
That's such a beautiful shoe. And I'm not even a Travis Scott fan. Like, I've never listened to a Travis Scott, but I just think that shoe. Like, I want that shoe so much.
You've got like a khaki and like a desert sand.
Purple,
that was it. Yeah.
Those might be friends and family. We don't know if it's. Yeah, we're not sure.
Then you
yet.
think back in time, you had the Carhartt 4s of Eminem as well. This has been, like I said, executed perfectly. Like even like the kind of splattered like midsole here. I'm a massive fan of this colorway. Every single part of the shoe, man, it's really, really good. Guys, obviously in the comments, let us know like what's been your favorite Jordan 4 colorways over the years, and where does this rank amongst them as well? If you had to put together maybe a top 3, let us know what you think in the comments below.
So next up, we've got a very special size exclusive. We always like to bring you the most exclusive size exclusives. So without
I love the fact that whenever you're serious, it's always like, and first now we're gonna bring you the most
it's coming.
serious.
It's coming.
Oh, I'm really serious.
Dun, 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 dun. There you go.
Reebok DMX Daytona.
Yeah, nothing to do with DMX, even though there's a popular rumor that has been going around since day dot. So these are a size exclusive. DMX, this early 2000s shoe, so very similar to what we've been talking about earlier in the show with deluxes and stuff. This has a big EVA sole, and then it's got the DMX move-in technology that was what the name of the shoe was basically called after. The technology is crazy. It's to move air around the midsole and provide cushioning where you need it the most. You know a little bit more about the colorway.
Some of you guys might remember the Reebok Sidewinder football boot from like the late 90s. It was famously worn by obviously Reebok's kind of athletes at the time. It's quite a classic boot in your mind. Obviously not someone like yourself who's not really interested in football, but when you think of Reebok football boots, it's probably one of the most iconic that they had. And I think what Reebok have done is kind of similar to what Adidas have done with the Sobokov. So essentially they brought the Sobokov out and it had the Adidas Predator precision stripes around the sidewall. This is a similar sort of thing. It doesn't have the exact same kind of like replica to it, but it's kind of like taken, I think, bits from it. Like I said, all of Reebok's kind of like top athletes at the time were wearing that boot, and it was really, really popular. I actually had a silver pair back in the day because I thought I was incredible, but I wasn't. For me, the DMX is the best running line that Reebok You're a big fan of this style of silhouette, because recently you've been wearing a lot of Reebok anyway.
I wear the Run 10s. I just think they're really, really comfortable. And it's sort of like how I perceive it as it's sort of Reebok's 95. It's a sort of very similar sort of looking silhouette to a 95.
Yeah, I can see that.
And because I'm just
same heel tab as well.
Yeah, just because I'm a big Reebok fan and I like this sort of style, that's what I'll tend to gravitate towards. But yeah, they're super comfortable on foot. They last for years. Honestly, my pairs they just don't fall apart. They're really well built. And I think we've had this colorway in the office for quite a long time, and I always spot it at the back of the wall, and I'm like, when are those coming out? So yeah, excited to have these. Good looking shoe, size exclusive. Let us know if you're going to pick up a pair.
So guys, we're at the end of the show now, and we're gonna give you the chance to win yourselves a pair of the Young One and the Adidas Falcon from the upcoming Acid House pack. All you need to do is comment in the comments below and tell us on what date did the famous Manchester nightclub Hacienda finally close its doors. So we need you to comment the answer, comment your shoe size, like the video, and press subscribe. All to be in for the chance of taking home a pair of these or these.
And then we'll choose a winner at random.
Yeah, we'll do a winner at random on the show.
Yeah.
I can get you to pick it on the show.
I'll be happy, I'll be honoured to pick it on the show.
I can't wait to see you mess this up.
I'll fluff it.
So we're gonna do this the week after the release. These come out on the 24th of August. We're gonna do it the week after, so we give everyone a chance to buy a pair, and if you don't get lucky enough, or maybe you get a chance to double up, who knows. Make sure you like the video and press subscribe. And put in the comments below your size and the date that the famous Manchester nightclub Hacienda finally closed its doors. I've been Alex Vass, you've been Morgan aka More Prime, and until next time, take care.